everybody, and welcome in. My name is Yolanda Roos. You found my channel of Facilitated Light, Well-Being, Becoming Your Most True and Authentic Self. We're here today to do a quick reading for the collective. This is a channel where I read energy. I am a white light reader, so if you're coming on here or you've found this and you have clicked on it, there's probably a message or something in here for you to deal with healing, well-being, something you need to be aware of. So we're just going to tap in and do a collective reading. Collective means everybody, all humans and of that nature. So the day is beautiful. It was supposed to be rainy, so maybe there'll be something that kind of changes from what you normally were going to be planning to do. I apologize for not being on. For my regular followers, I just came back from vacation about a week or so ago, and I had to work all last week, so I apologize. It was getting readjusted back into being home. So maybe you guys are readjusting, things are changing. I know there was some things with the Schumann resonance, and I felt this really weird energy last week when I was working at the store, and it was like across and on my whole body. So I don't know if you guys felt anything like that, but then when I saw the Schumann resonance, there was some timeline. Like when it totally blanks out, it's like a shift or a change energetically, because the earth is always putting stuff out. So if it changes a reading of some sort, there's been a lot of releasing of energy from like almost all the chakras, a lot of between here and here, your heart, your throat, your forehead, which is your third eye, that crown chakra on top. There's a lot of release because we're getting ready to go into that new time frame, that new era. I feel it. It's dealing with all those things that might have hurt you, hindered you, got in the way, things of that nature. So doing your shadow work, like we've been talking about, feeling into the things so that you can release them, not to hold on to them, not to drag it up, not to make it like forever. It's feeling it, understanding it, not shoving it, dealing with how it made you feel, what it did to your life, how it impacted you. Did you learn something? Did you become damaged because of it? And listen, we're all human and we get damaged from things that happen to us that we didn't even choose. Some things are just, I almost think it's like the molding that they talk about. Like I went to church and I learned a lot with the Bible and stuff, but I feel like I take a little bit of that, take a little bit of everything, because the God of all, the monad, the source, whatever you want to call him, he's it. I don't think it's a he. I don't think there's really gender when it comes to energy, but it is trying to make you better. You chose to come into this world, to this dense 3D heavy world, to experience life, to be in the world, but not of the world. That's the part of the Bible that always sticks out because it's so true. Like, you're a light being. You come from and you're part of the God source creation. You are light. You are energy that keeps you going, keeps you functioning. And we come in and we forget that, and we let the world and all this stuff and the heavy density get in and screw with us. And until we learn that we do control a lot of our world, a lot of our destiny, how we respond, we are in control of our emotions. It's just that sometimes we don't know how, because this physical body that our soul is living in has emotions, senses, but at the same time, those things that hinder us make life so beautiful. We smell the things that are outside. We smell the flowers. We smell the baked goods. We smell the food cooking. We smell the crappy smells too. But it's all a part of the sensations we see. Now, unless you don't have your sight or something's wrong with you, you see things. You take in color. If you're colorblind, you see images, but you still see. You can see people's expressions, you can read things, you can look, you can experience, and then we hear. So there's music, there's beauty within this world, and then sometimes there's racket. Like if you have anxiety or things that you're dealing with, the noise can be too much. So you have to learn to quiet things down. We have a mind that processes things, but it also over processes or makes you worry. You have an alter ego, you have a personality, you have a soul that lives within you that has experienced life through you. There's so many beautiful things. There's touch. This comes to loving people, touching the surface of something, getting poked, getting burnt, getting like, there's so many different things that this body gives us that the energetic body does not get to experience because they're just energy. There's no body, there's no pain, there's no joy. It's energy. So with all that being said, what I'm getting is that the spirit world, the powers that be that are good for us, want us to start living in our senses, living in the beauty that's around us, taking it in. We become so robotic, so programmed to just go through life. Smell the flowers, eat the cookie, taste. Taste is the most beautiful thing, unless you don't like a lot of food. Then maybe it's not so great, but enjoy all the beautiful things while you're here. Your time is but a blink of an eye. I know it takes about 70 or 100 years to live in most cases, unless you leave us early and your mission's done. This world, this life, most of the things, not all, most of the things that weren't good were probably from our stupidity, or the things we did, or the things we put us into, or the things we had to learn, the manipulation we fell into it. The things that we have that are good is what we need to focus on. Sometimes we get so distracted and so consumed with what's wrong that we forget to appreciate what's not wrong. The beauty, the flowers, the sunset, the family. If you're not talking to your family and you don't have a family, get an extended family, somebody that you can be close with. Get in with a group. That's why I believe that churches and cults and all these groups become stronger, is because people want to be a part of something. They want to find the people that act or believe or think like they do. So if you're lacking people in your life, join a group, but join a group that aligns with what you love, what you want, what you believe. But at the same time, know that the world is diverse. It is different. It is so much of a melting pot of everybody, ethnicities, beliefs, color, design, everything. Remember that we all came here to experience, and not one person is better than the other. Nobody is excelling more than the other. Nobody is a better privileged person. You might have money, you might have prestige, you might have knowledge, but every single human being in this life, in this world, serves a purpose, and we're all needed. We're all on our own path. Do not compare yourself to other people. If you want something, you need to manifest it and pull it in, but make sure you're pulling it in for the right reason. Do you want it to be in control? Do you want it to just have the life that makes you happy? Do you want it because you want to show everybody how beautiful you are, because you haven't gotten enough recognition and there's some shadow work that needs to be done? I say this in a group thing. We all have something we're dealing with. We all have things that bring us down, but we all have the ability to change the way we think, to change how we see things, to change how we're looking into the world, you know? So let's just pull some cards. I don't want to get too deep, but that's what came. Sorry. That's how I read. I just take what's coming in. So your first card is exactly doing your own thing. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is self-employment, living and doing the things that you enjoy, reaping the harvest of your hard work. So if you have been working, say, I'm going to use it as an example. You've been working in a kitchen and you love the cooking, you love doing it, and you finally get to that point, or you say, you know, I think I would like to have my own place, and maybe you do some extra education. You run a little kitchen, a little cafe, a little bakery, whatever. This is doing your own thing. This is being in your own power. Or you've worked a job and now you're at a retirement age, or you've learned something. You've gone to school and you've maybe worked in the world and you're like, okay, I'm going to do my own thing now. Or it just kind of culminates into something that you love to do has become your own thing and it brings you joy. This is about you reaping the rewards of what you've done. Reaping that but it's singular. It's something for you. So this is a lot of stuff that's been coming out. So I got another stack, but we're going to take them all. Things are coming in quickly, or they could be coming in quickly. So just prepare yourself. The Eight of Wands is very much about speed, quick things. Remember, progression for the year is slow, but the things that are coming in at you, I think there's a lot of things that we're having to deal with. New opportunities, new things. Maybe it's not just one thing. Maybe there's a whole bunch of things coming in, or it's going to come out of the blue like, poof, here's the opportunity, and then you have to deal with it or whatever. But it is one of those things that's a quick energy. So if you're working on something, maybe it's to do with this self-employment, whatever, or this own individual thing, something's coming in quickly, okay? So it's going to either be the help or news or something of that nature. This is your next card. You have the King of Cups, being emotionally stable. This is, they pulled me right back to being in control of your emotions, not allowing people to take control of you, people to be narcissistic to you, or you being narcissistic to people, being gentle with yourself, being gentle with others, being understanding, being in a state of, instead of judging somebody and being malicious or angry or doing or saying something, stepping back and saying, why do they act like that? I think they're mirroring or projecting onto me something they're dealing with. Pray for them is why they always used to say that. It's not about that, oh, I'm going to pray for you, honey. You know, it's not a facetious way. It's a true, oh my goodness, this person is hurting. I really need to pray for them. I need to send out some love to them. I need to be understanding. I don't have to put up with it. I don't have to accept it. And I can tell them, you can't do that to me. But there's an understanding with the King of Cups. They don't lash out. They're loving. They're compassionate. They're like a father encompassing love. Come in alongside of somebody or offer that help. Are you okay? And then, I know you're upset. Is there something I can do to alleviate it? Do you need a hug? Can I buy you a cup of coffee? You know, you want to go do something or whatever, you know? And that person that's dealing with a drug addiction, this is happening in my life. This is not personal, but it's in my world. There's a young man that has a drug or a mental problem, and he just was like on the run, and he had to go, the police were looking for him. And what I said to people, because I need to bring this to people's attention, I hope they find him. And I don't have any judgment for this young man. Nobody chooses to usually be a drug addict. Something has happened, or they're self-medicating. I hope they find him so they can help him. This young man needs help. And that's how I would love for you. And I feel like the guides are telling me, you need to look at people that they have broken pieces. Nobody came here perfect. Nobody came here with everything all figured out. And I think we need to start having compassion for people. We don't have to keep inhibiting them. We don't have to keep getting them out of trouble. Yeah, they need to deal with their circumstances, the consequences of what they have done. But we need to support them. We need to say, I don't want him to burn in hell. I don't want, oh, he's a blah, blah, blah. No, we need to say, wow, that person's really hurting. There's something wrong. I hope that they get the help they need, because help and recovery comes from you deciding, or that person deciding, I need help. You have to decide that you want to be better. And that's what this card is. It's that compassion, that coming alongside of people, loving people, being the father figure, maybe stepping in and saying, hey, I know you're struggling. I'm not judging you. What can I do to help you? Do you need to go to get recovery? Can I help you so nobody knows? Can I find a place for you? Because sometimes it's embarrassing if you've gotten to that point, especially like if you've gotten hurt and you start taking medications and to cover the pain of surgery or whatever it is, and then you get addicted to them. It's called addiction And sometimes it happens and you don't even realize it. And then all of a sudden you can't function without it. And then you need help and you don't want to admit it because you feel like, oh, I've got my life together. I'm a prominent person, or I'm this, or I'm that. I'm not supposed to do that. Listen, you're human. If you're watching this and you have an addiction, a problem because it stemmed from something else, or you thought that having that drink every day was going to calm you down, and then eventually now you can't focus or function until you get home and have your drink. It's addiction. You started smoking cigarettes because it was cool, or you were stressing and somebody said, here, smoke a cigarette, it'll make you feel better, and then now you're smoking cigarettes. And listen, I know cigarettes aren't the same addiction problem to function. Cigarettes are still an addiction. It could cause you a problem in your health, at work. If you're working and you don't have your cigarette, you're going to start fiending for it. The whole thing is that if you have a problem, there's people that go shopping. They say, oh, I'll just go, I feel better. And then every time they need to go shopping. Food eating, comfort eating. So I don't know where this is coming from, but there are some people out there that need to hear this. If you are using something to cope, to deal, or to calm you, and it's not like meditation or, having a cup of tea or whatever. If you're doing something to be able to calm yourself or to cope, and you're not dealing with the problem or facing it, it's going to become a problem or an addiction, and you need help. And the only way you're really going to ever recover and be happy and go through it is when you choose that you want help and that there's a problem and you need help. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody can heal you. Nobody can make you better but you. And that also starts with loving yourself enough that you want to be something better. Next card, we have Knight of Cups, someone offering love. Maybe there's someone coming in. Maybe that's why I was saying it. I don't look at the cards until they come up. This is coming alongside of somebody. This is offering a cup of love, but this could also be offering your help, your assistance, your love in the sense of friendship, love romantically, coming alongside of somebody. Hey, can I help you with this project? It's somebody or something coming in to give you support, love, their attention, okay? And then we have your Knight of Pentacles. So you may be having an opportunity that's being offered, brought in, or being laid down. The Knight of Pentacles is laying down it's a slow moving card, a slow, steady, very concrete, solid foundation for your security, your well-being. So I feel like there's something that you're wanting to do. Some things are coming in quickly. You need to be very balanced with your emotions, because I feel like what I'm getting is that there's a lot of things that could be coming in at one time, and it could become overwhelming, which could also trigger you or other people. You have somebody coming in, or there could be something coming in to help you, assist you, become your friend. And sometimes just loneliness. We need people in our life. And maybe if you've been wanting some friends, or you've been trying to get something done and you haven't had the help, I feel like there's going to be some help coming in. And then the other part of it is setting a foundation. You're working towards something. I think this thing that you're trying to do and reaping the harvest is that you are slowly and steadily working toward setting yourself up. Remember, we said there's a 10 to 15 year cycle coming up, and there is something you're doing that you're setting up. And you're falling in love with something. I think that we are getting to that point that we are going to find that thing. The Page of Cups is being enamored. It's being in love with something. It's being like Twitter-pated. I guess that's what they said in Bambi. It's being taken in. It's a young, innocent kind of emotion. And it's like, if you see her, see how she's looking at that fish? And water is your emotion. So it's you feeling like it's a love, or it's a like, ooh, that's really cool. Or you become, this could also be like you start having a crush on somebody. You start like seeing something that you really love. Like, and this is stupid, but like you might find that you love painting, that you love collecting a certain thing. So you start going to like antique stores and the flea market, and so you collect I have little kerosene lamps. I love little kerosene lamps. I love miniatures. That's just my thing. I love little tiny things. But you might see that there's something new that you love or that you're drawn to, that you really would like to do. So I feel like there's some things that you're going to be working on for you, and some things that will help you. But I feel like it's going to be pretty quick, so it could be a little, not heavy, but a lot coming in. So we're going to get a couple little advice cards, and then we'll let it be. And then I'm going to try to get back to doing my videos, because I don't really schedule the videos. I do them when I can. So I hope that when they come out, they serve a purpose. They help you. Because if I'm really tired, I do read. And when I read, I have my spirit guides and stuff come through me. And if I'm tired, it makes me more tired, because I am tapping into an energetic field. So, all right. So what cards do we have for the collective regarding this message? So, barriers. The ocean line will have walls and added materials to give safety and stability to a specific area. You may need to put up some boundaries or protect to weather a storm. So I think this is the part of, I got drawn right to the Knight of Pentacles. This is setting yourself up like a safety net. I'm not feeling like this is keeping people away from you. I feel like this is like grounding yourself, maybe having a little money in the bank, taking care of things, fixing your house, fixing your car, the roof. Remember, if you don't fix the leaky roof, it's going to make the whole roof go apart. It's things like that. I feel like there's some things that you need to, or you're thinking on, that are going to either make you feel more secure in your life, or maybe you do need to put boundaries. Maybe there's some things that you're dealing with, and they brought me to that pentacles of doing your own thing. And I think that what's happening is you need to start focusing, and this has been coming up like for the last month or so. You have to start loving yourself. You have to start protecting you, your vessel, your mind, your body, the life that you live. You need to start considering the safety around you, that if certain environments are not conducive of good things and they don't bring in good things, you may have to step back, because this point right now, literally, it's a pivotal, long-standing place, and you need to do the work you need to do. You may be pulling back. This is what's happening a lot, and I really feel like there's a lot of people. You're going to see that there's people coming together, but there's a lot of separate integration that's going to be happening, and I think this is what it is. It's not that they're trying to keep people away from them. I feel that it's personal healing, and you cannot really totally heal if you're distracted with all kinds of stuff, or the people that are actually causing some of the damage, or the things, the job, the location, whatever it is. People are actually taking the time to figure out, do I need to stay here? Do I need to leave? Do I need to keep this person? Do I need to put boundaries, because obviously it's not helping me, or it's causing me to be very stressed or anxious, or they're using me, somebody's, keeps taking my money or my time or my resources, whatever. I think that's what is happening. You are going to be in a state, or you need to start protecting the self. Love yourself, protect yourself. Do what you need to do to safeguard your well-being, prosperity, and I think your soul growth. That's what I heard, soul. Okay. Yeah. This is the other card, solitude. So it says, the ocean edge brings with it solitude and peace. Find a place away from all the noise and allow yourself to be quiet. Take in the stillness. Let your mind receive the messages that are arriving in the wind. Yeah. Listening to yourself. You can't really heal. You can't focus, and you can't do stuff if you're always going, or you're always noisy. And I think that what's happening is we as a society, as a collective, are receiving messages for our higher good. We're receiving messages to help us to get to that next level. Ooh, there's a couple of them. So I think what we need to be doing is allowing those messages to seep in and find us, because if we're busy and distracted, we're not going to hear it. And I feel like The source is talking to each of us individually and helping us to see what we need. Our guides are talking to us. Our angels are talking to us and saying, okay, Lonnie, I really need you to work on this. This is too much. You're not doing enough. You need to get off your butt, or you need to get a new regimen, or you need to eat better, or you need to change the way you're eating. This is not agreeing with your body anymore. Pay attention to what it's showing you. If you do this, you'll feel better. And mental health, people in your life, giving out too much of your money, taking too much money. Okay, so you get the idea. We need to be listening and taking care of ourselves, and we can't take care of others if we're not taking care of ourselves. So if you want to help people, which is great, that's why we're here, you need to first get yourself where you need to be, because you can't give good advice, you can't give good help, or you might not have the energy to want to help people or the finances if you don't pay attention what's happening in your own world. And then the more they take from you, it just makes you crumble, kill you, take you out, whatever. Death in the essence of, like, you're not going to be able to do anything if you keep going and going and going, especially if you're on a destructive path. You're going to crash and burn in 1 second, or it could take a while and you're just going to be there. So I don't know if there's some people that are trying to continue to do what they were doing and it's not working. All right, so these are your cards. This is from the crystalline deck. Everything happens for a reason. So if there's things you're dealing with, things that are happening, things that are showing themselves, it's for a reason. They're showing you something. They're trying to make you aware of something. There's something you might need to learn. Just know that if it's happening, there's a reason. And you might have to be quiet. You might have to go within and see why. Am I repeating a pattern? Am I allowing things in my life? Are there red flags? Is it telling me to keep going? You know, there's a lot of different things, okay? This is your next one. Whew. Let your light shine. Yeah, let your true self. If you take care of yourself and you learn to love yourself again, and you give yourself what you need, and you fulfill yourself, your light is going to shine out so brightly. It's going to bring your vibration up, and you are going to be so magnetic, and you're going to be so helpful, and you don't even know you're doing it. When you shine, that's why the change starts with you. Don't worry about everybody else. They're going to deal with their own things. You deal with you, because as you shine light on them. And they go, what is she doing? Maybe I should do something. You're contagious. And then their light shines. And then there's 2 lights shining on more people. And it just gets exponential. It starts with you as the individual. And then you start throwing out and sending beautiful vibes out of your body, which starts healing people. It starts growing people. It starts making them see that there's more to life than just the humdrum and the pain and the sorrow and the blah and yucky. Like, it's like you get used to it, but once you experience it and you see it, you're like, I want a piece of that. Wow, it's like seeing that beautiful cake or that candy that you liked as a kid. We want to be happy. We really do. We tell people, oh, it's okay. I'm good. I'm like, no, everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be happy, unless you're not a human. If you're a human and you come from the light, listen, you want to be happy. Okay. That's just, the light is joy, happiness, abundance. And if you are a human, and I say that very clearly, if you are a human being, you have the light of the Most High God inside of you. So if you are a human and you are here with the soul learning, you want joy. And that's what you need to work toward, because that's going to give you happiness, contentment, satisfaction, and a life well lived. Go after your dream. Yeah. Anything is possible if you really want it. I mean, I don't want you killing people, but like, if whatever your dream is, do your own thing. Though, if you do your dream, it could pull you away from some people. It could recalibrate you to where you're going to be. So if you're very attached to people, or you're very attached to situations or places or things, that might be a learning thing. Go after the thing that lights you up. Whatever you could think of in your head that you go, man, that'd be so cool to have, that's your dream. That's the thing that will bring happiness, peace, and joy for you. And it is going to be a little turbulent in the beginning, but once it starts flowing and you fall into that place and you go into alignment, I promise you, you will be much happier. And those people will adjust, okay? They will adjust. And if they love you, they will want you to be happy, and they will support you, or they will say, listen, I don't want you to go, but I want you to be happy. I will miss you, and I wish you well. Those are the people that love you, not the ones that want to take you down or say bad things. Love doesn't judge. That was the other card. Stop judging people. Love them. Come at their level. You don't have to accept what they're doing. You don't have to give money or keep taking them out, but you need to love them. And you need to not think, oh, I'll never be there. I can't believe they're doing that. And I don't say this like you do it purposely, but we judge so quickly. You could be in that second. In a second, you could be there. You could be dealing with something that has nothing to do with anything that you think could be addictive, and you could be there. When we judge, we get judged ourselves. And sometimes when we judge and we don't understand, we get the lesson sent to our life. So be careful that you don't act too judgy, because you'll keep getting things to show you, or you'll be experiencing what they experience. So then you can be like, oh, maybe I didn't look at it that way, or it never happened to me. I couldn't, like people say, oh, I said, listen, I don't want to be judgy, but I can't understand it because I've never experienced it. And I try not to be judgy, but we're human. Like, we can't help it. It just happens. We're looking at like, oh, why would they do that? Because we're programmed as to what we are supposed to know, especially between cultures and different things. Like, don't judge people, love them. Did they learn it? Do they have a point? Is there something they're doing that you just need to say, hey, why do you do that? Or I don't understand that. Or why are you doing this? Or are you okay? Like, do you need help? Or is there something wrong? You know, instead of just saying, oh, they're crazy, or like condemning them or talking about them, or just love wants to help you. Love wants to bring you in and lift you up. Our last one is open mind. Just what we were talking about. Being open to other careers, other people, other cultures, other sexual preferences. All I'm going to say is, it's not your life. It's none of your business. Let everybody be, and treat people with love, kindness, and respect. All they want is respect. Everybody in this world can live the life they want. Now, not all countries allow you to live the way you want, but in most cases, you can still be who you are. You can still live the life that you want to live. And everybody needs to be treated with kindness. Everybody. And there's nobody that's better than anybody else. We all have something we're dealing with, and we all have done really good at certain things. We all have something that we fall short on, because we are not perfect. We are living in this 3D human body. Ugh. All right, so let's see if we get a card to pop. Last card. What's the advice in the finishing of this session with our spirit guide? So guys, just love one another. Be there for each other. Be there for you. Take care of yourself. Find happiness. Find the thing that lights you up. And then when you start lighting up, you're going to see your world change. You're going to see yourself go into all the things. Stop worrying about other people. Stop worrying about what they're doing. Do you know how much energy you waste on other people when you could be focusing on you? And it's not a self issue. It's grow yourself to be the most beautiful, authentic person you can be, and it will shine out. And I got the instruction manual, and I leave this in here for a reason. So there's something you need to do. I'm going to grab another one, but there is a group of us that need to focus on how things go. The rules, the regulations. There might be some of you that just need to figure out how it's supposed to be, okay? I'm not sure if how to use shuffle. Focus on what you need to learn. Oh, so it's telling you need to figure out, it's that quiet time. You need to focus on what needs to be learned. Either you're too busy, or you I don't know how to say this without sounding rude. You're a little too self-righteous. This might be some people that you think you don't have anything wrong with you. And I think there are things that you are ignoring, or you don't want to admit that you have wrong. And it's time to evaluate what needs to be addressed. And you don't have to be telling everybody. It's a quiet thing. It's an internal thing. Go inside and see if there's something that you are doing, or you are struggling with, and see if there's something you can learn or grow or change within your life. The next card you have is you need a break, vacation, or some downtime. Plan, save, and execute a plan. Work towards something that gives you or brings you joy, peace, and harmony in your life. Yes. It's a repeat. This is just saying, yes, this is what she said. I want you to start focusing on taking care of yourself, taking a break. This has been very common, and I've been watching YouTube because I don't read very well for myself. So I look at YouTube to see, and this is a recurring theme. We need rest, recuperation, healing, going after what brings us joy, bringing peace and joy within our lives. We have to choose to do it, because this world will not bring you peace, joy, and happiness if you stay too plugged into certain medias and people and things. You need to choose yourself, and then from there, as you choose yourself and you heal, like we said, it goes out into the world. Guys, I hope this helps you and finds you when you need to hear it. You are beautiful beings of light, living and experiencing this 3D world. Enjoy every part of it. Learn everything you can, and be humble and love the humankinds and humans and beings that are all around you. Be respectful and love, and it will come back to you. You put out what comes back to you. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy.